Angels have mission statements or life plans, just like we do. The angels that are assigned to humans to be like guides are not beings who have ever had a life on earth. One of the things that happens when you go into a physical body is you have a perspective shift because you have to learn how to deal within a physical reality where things are solid, where you are, you know, you know, dealing with physical objects and the the encumbrance that comes with that. Learning about physicality actually impairs some of your creative power as a being. And so, in a mind, the physical mind, you believe or you become aware that, like, for example, a wall is solid, and if you run into it, you'll hurt yourself. And so, by knowing these things or becoming to perceive things in physical reality, you actually limit your awareness. Angels are part of the system that's set up, designed for us to learn in this experience of physicality. But we need an impartial knowingness. So, a being who hasn't come into a physical body and learned about physicality doesn't have the same kind of mental limits as we do. So, they come in very dangerous situations for us where we would think getting out of that situation would be impossible. For an angel, being a guide who's assigned to us that doesn't have those limiting beliefs is actually able to assist us in moments of extreme danger in overcoming what we perceive as obstacles. One of the things that happens when you learn to tap into the angelic realm is you become like a beacon for other angels who want to grow and evolve in their own mission. And so angels actually become attracted to you when you start to communicate with the angels that are already assigned to you. So this is why people who learn to communicate with the divine guidance actually evolve to attract more helpers, because then this team, this kind of co-creative experience is expanding not just the person, but everyone that they come into contact with. And angels love to grow and experience and learn in this way too. So it's not like a person who has a lot of angels is better than a person who doesn't have a lot of angels. It's just, if you're going to communicate with the angels, more angels are just by necessity going to be attracted to you because you will be doing bigger missions. It'd be like if, two people decided to go on a blueberry picking mission, and then, other people who wanted to find blueberries just joined in because, the more the merrier. It's kind of like that. The problem is most people are very toxic. The cases that I've found where people are also able to tap into like a higher frequency where they can tune into angels is either they've had a near-death experience and they've been to the other side so that they've become way more aware of it when they come back to their physical body, or they're actually really close to death all the time, and so they're living on that line. So in a lot of cases, when you meet someone who's very psychic and they can tell you like what's going to happen in your future, they're so close to the other side of the veil, they could literally pass over at any time. They're experiencing like extreme discord of well-being, and this is kind of written into the human energy signature. It's like if you are getting way too close to losing your life force, it's like a fail-safe. It's like how when you get into an emergency situation, like suddenly you know something that saves you at the last moment. It's written into our code to basically like save us from dying. It's hard to explain. It's like a trigger. Suddenly your knowing and your connection to who you actually are and your divine inner source is triggered for you to remember, so that you suddenly can have that information that you need to save yourself. And I think that in a lot of cases, the really well-known psychics are quite ill, and in many cases they probably don't know it, but they have some kind of extreme imbalance going on, like cancer or I don't know, it could be anything. If you look at the ancient paintings, you see what looks like they drew like halos around people. But what I think is back during that time, people were more able to tune into the aura. And as our world has become more and more toxic, we can see that less and less. People who clean up their energy field then become way more in tune to seeing the energy around everything, not just people, plants, animals. Everything has an energy signature. My first, most concrete angel experience was a dream that I had, that I was being energetically scanned by an angel or a light being. And this angel put its hand over the bottom of my stomach where the uterus would be. And it asked a question as if it was questioning its own understanding. And it said, "Are you pregnant?" And then it said, "Oh, no, this looks like cancer." And at the moment that I was having this dream, it was so incredibly realistic that I literally thought I was awake. And the angel said to me a number and letter series, which unfortunately I can't remember, but it was something like T59 and it'll be a quick turnaround. And right when this angel said that to me, I opened my eyes and realized that I had been dreaming, at which point I went straight to my computer and Googled this number letter series that this angel had told me. And it was a chemotherapy for cancer. So, of course, I kind of freaked out and I started looking for holistic cancer cures right at that moment. But of course, I also started doing concrete things. Like I went to get a pap smear and found out that I had what they call dysplasia, which is right before you have cancer, your cells become abnormal, and it's called dysplasia when they start to become abnormal. And this is when I, through Googling, found out about the alkaline acid dilemma with the pH of the body. And what I learned was that cancer cannot grow in an alkaline environment. And if you're eating a lot of acidic foods, that's when cancer can grow. And through that dream, I feel that the angel was telling me it's time to make some changes in your life before it's too late. And I really honestly feel that angels come to us when, first of all, they always come when we really need them.